Hi, welcome to the Staking Geek channel. Glad you're with me. Today we're going to discuss the Uniswap project and ways we can make passive income through their concentrated liquidity pool on their version 3. All right, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my first subscribers, and he recommended I review this project, David W. Thanks for subscribing. All right, let's get right into it. So I'm going to go over here to CoinMarketCap, review them quickly. They're currently ranked 24th in total market cap with just under 3 billion. If we scroll down here, looks like their all-time token price high was around $43. Let me scroll down and do a quick review. If you're not familiar with Uniswap, they're basically a decentralized exchange, so they provide decentralized automated trading. The protocol was launched in 2018, and their aim was to improve the efficiency of trading versus traditional exchanges and avoiding some of the problems that first plagued decentralized exchanges. I'm assuming that of liquidity. So if you think of Uniswap, just think of them as a liquidity provider. So they provide liquidity to the crypto market through their users like me and you. All right, so let's jump over here. What is a liquidity pool? If we read down here, a liquidity pool is a group of tokens locked in a smart contract and is used for trading assets on a DEX like Uniswap. So we'll get into that in a minute. Like I said, anybody can be an LP. If I go down here, who uses the Uniswap protocol? So for the purpose of today, we're going to be discussing mainly this. So liquidity providers, anybody that wants to give money to the protocol in return for passive income through their trading fees. So that's liquidity providers. There's also traders. So these guys are swapping for different tokens. We'll get into that. And developers that are using Uniswap smart contracts to develop different type of experiences. So if I scroll down, here are the types of LPs. This is generally going to be where I fall in. Passive LPs all give money to the protocol in return for passive income. There's also more technical savvy folks, professional liquidity providers. These are mainly developers that are developing tools, DeFi pioneers, guys have been here in the beginning, and then any token projects. So anybody launching maybe a small cap project that wants to create an LP can do that right on Uniswap. And additionally, they can build the swap functionality into their website. All right, so, and then traders, obviously anybody that's speculating, right? Oh, wow, this token's going to go up. Let's swap USDT or USDC for this particular token. This is kind of neat, these arbitrage bots. So if you don't know what arbitrage is, but if I jump over here, if I look at Bitcoin on Coinbase under USDT pair, it's 27,517. But if I look at BTC USD under Binance, this is a different price. So these bots are out hunting for better deals. So I'll buy here, sell over here. And then any DApp users, so anybody that's potentially in Web3 gaming, buying and selling NFTs. So, and then you have your developers, which I'm not going to get into, but there are things being built around the Uniswap protocol. All right, so how do we make passive income with the Uniswap concentrated liquidity pool? For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using Arbitrum, and it's recommended you use either Arbitrum or Optimism. They're both layer 2s. You're going to pay a considerable amount less fees. So if you want to do it on Ethereum, you can do it, but you're going to be spending a lot more money. All right, so let's get into it. So first I want to cover how you're going to bridge over to Arbitrum. So you can come here to bridge.arbitrum.io, and generally when you set up your metamask, you're going to have an Ethereum network on there. You're most likely going to have sent Ethereum to your metamask from an exchange. So what you want to do is you want to pick mainnet, right? This is your mainnet. This is the amount of ETH that I want to transfer over to the Arbitrum one. It'll still be ETH, but it'll just be under a different network. And that network will allow you to swap for a lot less fees on Uniswap, and we'll get into that in a second. So if I wanted to add Arbitrum into my MetaMask, I would simply just go over here. You can, if you go into your MetaMask, you can go down here and import tokens. but and it'll pull up this page here, and you can easily do it just by hitting add. I think this is a lot better than what it used to be instead of doing it manually. I already have Arbitrum in my MetaMask, so that's why it doesn't show up here. But if you want to do it manually, you could just come over here, and there's the network information for Arbitrum, and here's it for Optimism. Also, additionally, here's Optimism's website. You want to bridge over your Ethereum or any other asset on the Ethereum network to Optimism. You'll want to do it here. There's a bridge tab. You click that, and it's the same as what I was showing you on Arbitrum. You basically take your Ethereum network. This is the mainnet, so you want to be on Ethereum mainnet network, and you could transfer that over to Optimism. I don't know what the fees are like here, but I know they're fairly low on Arbitrum. So, all right, so let's go look into the pools and see how we can make some money. So I've already set up a few, and I'll show you in a second. It's not very difficult. So you'll want to research the pools, and you can do that by here. So if I go to app.uniswap.org, and then you can click on pools, you can go over here to the top pools, and you don't want to create a pool that has low liquidity, right? So here we go, click on pools. All right, so here we go. So these are the pools. So let's go total lock value. You'll see, some of these pools only have 400,000 in liquidity. I mean, I'm not going to touch those. I want the ones that are, let's say, doing the most volume. The Arbitrum just did their airdrop, so that's probably why there's just tons of volume. People either swapping it for USDT or some other tokens. But let's go 7-day. It looks like ETH USDC is done over $1 billion in the last 7 days. ETH USDT. Even like I've set up a wrapped Bitcoin ETH pool, and we'll get into that in a second. So, like I said, you want to stick with the ones with higher liquidity. And so if I scroll here, that's going to be the highest it looks like on here. I would generally stay away from stuff that's, I don't even know what this is, this GHO. If you click on it, it just says question mark. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's any activity here. So let's scroll back. Really, the ones you want to focus on is like ETH USDC, ETH USDT, wrapped Bitcoin, ETH. Let's scroll over here. And there's some other ones like this could even be a good one, right? GMX, I've reviewed that project. They're a decentralized exchange offering trading. Anybody staking their tokens gets a cut of the trading fees that are generated on the platform. So this could be a good one here. All right, so once you got your pool chosen, then you come over back here and you want to click a new position. And if I click this, you'll want to pick the token. So let's say I want to do the GMX. So if I go down here, I don't see it. Look for it there. You might want to verify the contract, and you can do that by going over here, going to GMX, grabbing it under Arbitrum, copy that, go back to Uniswap, and just copy, then paste it in there, and yes, that'll show up. Okay, so that's great. We've confirmed that. Here we go. So these are the fees that you would charge if anybody's swapping ETH for GMX tokens. So it looks like this one is recommended for the exotic pair. I don't know how that's exotic, but it looks like it's choosing the appropriate ones. So let's click that. You want to click full range, right? And then you'll need ETH and GMX. So let's say I want $100 in GMX and $100 in ETH. You'll need to have $100 in both tokens. And once they're in there, you'll hit max. It'll have a different button here. Then you hit enter, and it'll basically create a pool. If you can see, I've created 2 pools. This one I created yesterday for around, it was around $129. I guess it fluctuated with the price of the ETH and BTC, but I haven't got any fees yet. So once you get your fees, you can collect those. The other pool I created today, it's a little bit more money, and I think would probably be a lot more people trading would be the ETH USDT pair, and you could increase the liquidity. So if I wanted to increase, I could add more. If I wanted to remove, I could remove liquidity. So that's pretty much how the concentrated liquidity pools are on Uniswap v3. So if you're an investor, you want to make some passive income, you want to provide some liquidity to the crypto industry, this is a perfect way to do it. All right, so I hope this video was informative, that it showed you the steps to create a liquidity pool on Uniswap v3. I want to thank David W. again. I will continue to do more videos on projects. Thanks for watching.